Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews, where today we're checking out a 2009 Sabre 42 Hardtop Express. Time of shooting this video, she was up for sale for $430,000 in the line in St. Augustine, Florida. And she's up for sale with my good friends at Luke Brown Yachts and is presented in immaculate condition. This one has undertaken a lot of recent work. You can see here that it's got that professional detail, top and bottom. The hull, that's not the original paint, that one's been repainted. But you're going to find that this one has got new underwater lights, new battery systems, the port and starboard pods have been completely reconditioned, has had the 1,000-hour service on the engines, the AC's been reconditioned. She really is turnkey ready to go. And she measures in at 42 feet in length. She's got a maximum draft of just under 4 feet and a beam of just over 14 feet. She's got 160 gallons of fresh water, 450 gallons of fuel, and 60-gallon holding tank capacity. I like the fact that this one was easy to board. It's got this extended bathing platform at the back, and you can see we've got the transom door as well. And once you're in the aft cockpit, it's got a great setup whether you're looking at cruising or fishing. You've got rod holders on the outside, you've got the seats, and the ones along the transom, they've got that pop-up effect, so that way you can move them out when you don't need them. You got that full enclosure, which you can easily remove in sections or completely. More rod holders to the side. And then this one, in my opinion, is family orientated because every time you go anywhere, there's always handholds in place. There's a transom door to close to keep young kids or pets in. And as I make my way around to the bow, you'll see you've got the high guardrail on the outside, and then you've also got handholds on the inside. So it just feels like it's always safe and secure no matter where you are. It's also got non-slip deck. That works really well. You can see the deck's wet. I don't have any issues at all. Make your way up to the bow. You've got fender baskets on the framework. Those are always great for whenever you're out at sea and you get somewhere to store them. You've got the electric windlass. This can be operated here, but it can also be operated at the helm. And you've got a deep anchor locker on both sides. And again, whenever the boat's out at sea, you could easily use these to put your bow lines in and throw in a couple of fenders. This one's actually got a fender stored in it already. You've also got really low air draft on this one. So if you're somebody that's looking at doing the Great Loop, this one's something you should seriously consider. It's a very stable boat. As you walk around, you don't feel the boat moving with you. And she's also equipped with joystick controls, including skyhook. So that means if you're ever coming up to something like a bridge, you can use that skyhook and the boat is going to hold its position while you wait on the bridge opening. And I like the wooden accents that is throughout the outside. That way you've got that nice nautical feel to it, but you're not also going to be bogged down with maintenance on a day-to-day basis. Let's be honest, when you've got a boat like this, you want to just get on board and enjoy it. And then when you step into the main pilot house, my first reaction was I love the headroom. I'm over 6'2", so whenever I go in some of these boats, I always feel claustrophobic, and you cannot say that with this one. You've got the enclosure in this aft that you can remove. Most of the large windows, they're actually opening, so you get plenty of natural light, plenty of ventilation, and just great visibility all around. Even the middle window at the front opens up. I also like the fact you can have family and friends in here with you. Plenty of seats for them to join you. You've got the cockpit table as well. And as you can see, the owner and the broker sitting out in the aft. Just highlights how close they are to the cockpit so that you can enjoy it as well. And as well as the opening windows, you've also got opening hatches overhead. We've got your traditional clock and barometer. You got the compass. We got two multifunction displays from Ray Marine, and I like the fact that these are integrated into the engines. So you've got all sorts of controls and data available to you. You also have obviously the engine controls. And then, as I said, this one is joystick operated. You've got access to bow thruster. And then you've got access to things like the windlass, the bilge pumps, all sorts of monitoring and alerts for you. Everything's available at your fingertips. You've got those skyhook controls. And then you've also got the VHF and Bluetooth stereo controls. It's just a very well equipped, easy to handle, easy to operate. Something you can enjoy whether you're looking to take a day out, a weekend, or do something extended like go and do the Great Loop. And in the cockpit, We've all got the sink up top with a countertop, but you've also got an ice box here. That way you can keep all your drinks and refreshments close hand. It just makes for an excellent day on the water. And I like the fact that most of the hatches you're going to see throughout the yacht have all got that louver effect. That way you get that fresh air going through it. You don't have to worry about any dampness. And as we step down into the lower accommodation, the woodwork on this one's first class. There's no signs anywhere on board of any sort of leaks or anything like that. Plenty of countertop space in the galley. Again, we've got a fridge freezer, we've got an electric stove top, got a microwave convection oven up ahead. You've got opening portholes. That's going to be really beneficial, especially when you're cooking. You get a double stainless steel sink, and that sink's faucet's like a shower head too, so it's retractable. You can pull out if you need it. And then there's plenty of storage in here. You've even got dry storage. And as I say, you've got that push button lock mechanism with the louver effect doors throughout. Now there's actually, and I'll show you later on, there's actually a second fridge located in the engine room. But to begin with, I'll keep going through the lower accommodation. You'll notice on the starboard side is where you're going to find the saloon. This is a great dining area, but that table, it's actually able to lower down, and then this converts into an extra double berth if you need it. And you can see there's another air conditioning vent underneath. But also look at the condition of the deck and the flooring and the woodwork throughout. This yacht's just immaculate. At the bottom of the steps, the first doors here that you've got, this takes you to the AC and DC controls. So that way you've got easy access to switch everything on and off, including the generator. And that generator is an 11.5 kilowatt Onan generator, and it's recently had the 1000 hour service performed. And then moving further forward again, more opening portholes. You get your traditional clock. And this one's got a flat screen TV. This is a new 32-inch flat screen TV. And the yacht is equipped with KVH Track Vision TV. So you can pick up your favourite TV shows, movies and sports games wherever you go. And then we've got the heads compartment. You can access this through the main passageway, but you can also access it from the owner's cabin on the bow. You see you've got a separate toilet and shower. And in the shower section, I like the fact that you've got that little bench seating area. And again, you've got overhead hatches, you get side portholes, and you get plenty of storage for your toiletries and personal belongings. And speaking of the owner's stateroom, that's what you're going to find on the bow. This is a very comfortable cabin, and even this far forward in the yacht, you still have tremendous amount of headroom. And I really like the woodwork finish that's in here. There's just something nautical about this yacht. High quality materials, high quality finish, large opening hatch overhead, and then just a ton of storage throughout with the different lockers, drawers and cabinets. There's also a TV mounted on the bulkhead in this one, so you can easily relax, lay in bed and watch TV. This would be a really comfortable boat to spend an extended period of time on if you are looking at doing something like the Loop. I like the fact that everything's got that push button locking mechanism, so it always stays safe and secure while the boat's underway. And if I close the door that leads into the head compartment, you'll see here we've got full hanging locker. And there's also storage underneath the bed itself. Then I'll lead you back and take you to the engine compartment. Now the engines are located underneath the main helm position. Look at the thick sound padding that's on this one. I bet you probably hardly know the engine's running whenever the boat's underway. But also look at how clean everything is. There's no signs of any leaks, whether it be water, oil or fuel. You've got your Cummins generator. There's that fridge that I had mentioned. You'll see in the reflection there's a washing machine behind me on the other side, which I'll show you in a second. And then it takes us to the engines itself. And these are a pair of Cummins 450 horse. They've got approximately 925 hours on the clock, but they've had their 1000 hour engine service. They're easy to service, easy to maintain. There's a great amount of room down here. Now this one is pod driven, so because of that, it means that there's very little in the way of equipment down here that takes up that space, and that's why we're able to get both the fridge and the washing machine in here. I also like how they've got a number of lighting options, so if you are doing either day-to-day checks or if you are doing any major performance on this, then you're going to have easy access to do that. And just look how clean and dry those bilges are, your oil and water separators. She really is turnkey, ready to go condition. I'm actually a fan of pods. I know that there's conflicting information out there, but pods, in my opinion, it means that they're really easy to maintain, they're really easy to maneuver, they're more fuel efficient, and when you look at these ones, look at how much space you have to access it. And the pods have been fully reconditioned, both shafts reworked and new seals, but down here you've even got more space for storage, especially if you want to do engine spares and things like that. And again, you could put ropes and fenders down here too while the boat's underway. But it's just an immaculate yacht. It's well maintained. It's ready to go. And you'll see down the other side, we've got a bunch of hoses and cleaning materials. And again, for the pods, look at all that insulation. So when the boat is running, you can easily relax out in this cockpit. And it's not going to feel like you're sitting on top of an 18-wheeler. But with that being said, I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. If you can leave a comment down below. If you haven't done so already, if you can hit that like and subscribe button, it really does make a difference. And I appreciate Luke Brown Yachts for the opportunity to come on board and sharing this one with you. Thanks, everyone.